Hey, what's up? It's MovieCat, aka Roller Coaster Rider, and I'm going to give you a bit of a review of the Poo Poo Pee Pee Man. Oops, I'm sorry. Midnight Screenings fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. No, instead I'm going to review the Ba Ba Man. This movie, I would probably compare it as a combination Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows and Nightmare on Elm Street. What it is that it starts with essentially a party. Um, Basically, what happens is that is that at a party the daughter, the main character's niece, goes into a bedroom, which has decor that leaves much to be desired, and in that she finds a gold coin. It's much larger than a quarter, maybe more like a silver dollar, maybe even larger, but good sized. She then puts it on top, and spoiler alert, um, she doesn't she doesn't read the thing that's important, or she it later says she doesn't read what's important because she has, nighttime blindness. However, she never opens the drawer that has the thing that is written. You can probably guess what happens here. The dumb guy, he goes in, puts the coin instead of on the table, he puts it in the drawer. It goes through the drawer. He's like, "What the heck is wrong with the drawer?" Then he sees something written in circle writing where it says, "Don't think it, don't say it. Don't think it, don't say it. Don't say it, don't think it." I have no idea why they switched. And then he reads it, which means he's going to die. Later on, there's a seance involving him, his girlfriend, and their two friends, a guy and a girl. Um, the female friend is a psychic or has like paranormal powers and stuff and supernatural stuff. So she's like, okay, your parents died. Your mom bakes yam biscuits. And then he said, "Okay, I'm gonna test you." So he puts his keys somewhere, and he says, "Okay, where is it?" And she says where they are. However, during that time, she's like saying like, "Don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it." Like she's possessed. Like probably, oh jeez, like The Exorcist, where it's not quite the head spinning, it's just short of that. But she's going crazy, she's talking crazy, she's shaking. And after she says, like, "Don't think it, don't say it, don't say it, don't think it, don't think it, don't say it, don't say it, don't think it," over and over again, the guy goes, "The Bye Bye Man?" Which means that he will now cause the death of all of his friends. Uh, they then start to have visions, and yeah, they start to have visions, and they start not knowing what's going on with reality. Remember when I said it's like Nightmare on Elm Street meets Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows? You remember how in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, how you try to stay awake so Freddy can't get you, and you have no idea like what something is or what something isn't, or yeah. And how in Blair Witch 2, how what you thought happened turns out didn't happen the way you thought. That's essentially what happens with the Bye Bye Man. He gets in your head. You hear a train for no real reason. You just hear a train a lot. Um, and so first of all, the girlfriend, she starts to get really sick. The guy, the guy friend, he is with his girlfriend, and something really gross happens with his girlfriend to where, yeah, yeah, no. Just kind of like, yeah, you killed the moment. Uh, what goes on with the guy is essentially jealousy, where he always thinks that his friend and his girlfriend are having an affair and just banging, basically. Uh, at this point, they have no idea what's going on, so they decide to go online. Apparently, this company can't afford Google, Bing, Yahoo, or anything, so it's just a search engine. Type in the Bye Bye Man, and no results come up. Type in don't think it, don't say it. That's when this red man comes up, and the librarian, the head librarian is a like Double Toasted said, she's a magical, mystical woman where she essentially just gives a bunch of information, tells a bunch of information, and he says the bye bye man to her, which means, well, guess what? She's gonna die. Um, let's see, what else? When the main character sees or thinks that he sees the his friend and his girlfriend making out, he immediately runs to the psychic, the person with paranormal powers, who has killed her roommate. Which basically the thing is that if you don't want the Bye Bye Man to kill you, you have to kill yourself, and you have to kill everyone who you told it to. It doesn't make any sense. Uh, she gets hit by a train. I'm not gonna say how, but it's a case of like seeing uh see it's just really odd. At this point, Trinity, Carrie Ann Moss, appears and is essentially like the tough as nails cop who thinks who suspects that the main character can't find it. The main character is the one who killed her. Uh he tells his friends, don't say his name. You say his name, you will kill someone. And so they don't say his name, so she's like, please tell me. Come on, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Um at this point, the sickness with his girlfriend is getting worse to the point where she feels like she's bleeding. Um the friend takes her home to get better and stuff. Let's see what happens next. I'm trying to remember. Um a bunch of like a bunch of weird stuff happens. Oh, they also meet Faye Dunaway, who plays the widow of the Bye Bye Man. You figure out kind of why he's doing it, but his origin doesn't really make a whole lot of sense if you ask me, and it's kind of just ridiculous. It's not even fully explained personally. Um, let's see what else. You remember when I said the magical mystical woman? She reappears just to get hit by a car. And then finally, towards the end of the movie, uh, it's a case of you think you're hitting someone when in fact you're hitting someone else. Throughout and essentially the whole plan goes up in smokes. Haha, did you see what I did there for people who saw the movie? Shh. Um, I right now I have to credit someone else. Um, so yeah, that's the movie. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense and it's kind of stupid, but I find a lot of horror movies, especially cheap horror movies, pretty stupid. Um, Yeah, I don't really strongly recommend this movie. It was kind of dumb, and really, it's one of it's the way I would describe it is maybe like the later Saw movies. Like there's a chance you can like the earlier Saw films, like, hey, if you cut your finger off, you'll live. But now you cut your finger off and you get through it, but you'll still die. That's essentially what this is. Like, no matter what, you're going to die. It's like a Final Destination thing. Um, and yeah, it's pretty stupid. So, would I recommend it? No. Would I recommend it for horror fans? Probably not. You've seen this before. Uh, so let's see. Overall, I would just say watch a good horror movie that came out, and a lot of people are going to give me junk for this, and I don't really care. The remake of Carrie with Chloe Moretz was, in my opinion, much scarier, much more intense, and much more thrilling. Uh, so yeah, that's all I gotta say. And huh, I guess I need to do a hint. Hmm. Uh, oh, my birthday is coming up, so join me next time when I take a look at a knockoff of a movie that is a little older than me.